Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the Econobox garage. Come on inside where it's a little bit warmer. This past week has involved a lot of polishing, a few instances of resanding with 2000 grit, more polishing, and a change of tools, which I'll explain a little bit later. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy this week's video. Now, one thing you may have noticed with my polishing is I've gone to a different machine. I wasn't happy with how this one was working out, and it was only available with the different hoods on it. So I went to Princess Auto, and they had this unit on sale. Some of the advantages over this one here is, first of all, the speed is variable. So you just find a comfortable speed to work with. And the pads are actually just a Velcro attachment as opposed to the elastic hood. I did have a couple of these fly off. I probably could have done the job with this, but it would have taken way longer and probably wouldn't have come out quite as nice. So upgrading to this unit has been a big plus for me, and I'll put a link in the description below as to where I got it, and I'll see if I can find an equivalent on Amazon. So they are quite happy with that. It's a 6-inch random orbital. I don't have any of the specs on hand, but again, I'll have a link in the description below to that. Well, it's got really cold here again in Calgary, so I'm going to hold off doing a bunch of polishing for now, but there's still a couple of things I can do. And for now, what you're seeing here are all the bits and pieces for the license plate light. So this is the plinth, so this mounts directly to the body with this gasket behind it. This is the mount where the bulbs go in. This is a later bracket with 2 bulbs. The earlier ones only had a single bulb in it. So the 2 bulbs go in that hole and in that one there. And then the glass lens goes over top of that. And then there's a chrome finish on the outside of that. Now what I've done with this, and I don't know if it's actually factory, but I have painted the inside of that with a gloss white to help reflect as much light as possible. And that just slips over top like that. And then there's a chrome screw that holds that all together. Now if you've seen in the previous video, thanks to Moss Motors, I have LED bulbs for this. So how this all goes together, this part here first bolts on to there, and you can see the you can see the little studs coming through here, and those just get tightened up with these nuts and washers. Then that gets mounted to the car, and then the wire for the light wires for the light would go through this grommet here, into here, and connect up to these spots here and here. And then that whole assembly can get screwed to the back of the car from the inside into these two holes, where then we have the license plate light all put together. And then you can see on the back here the two nuts on those studs, clamp everything in, and the nice chrome screw here that secures the cover and the glass lens to the backing. Now that that's ready, I can get this installed on the back of the car once I finish the last little bit of polishing. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to share it with your friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget that little bell icon. Click on that and you'll get notified when the next video comes out. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you can do so at the email address I'll show at the bottom of the screen. And if you'd like to catch up on last week's video, I'll put a link up in the top corner here for you. My name is Ian. This is the Econobox Garage. We'll see you next time.